It's been 4 or 5 years in the making, but Zack Snyder's Justice League is finally out. The Snyder Cut, or basically Zack Snyder's original director's version of the movie Justice League before Warner Bros. Stepped in and Joss Whedon stepped in. They kind of changed a lot of stuff to make the Frankenstein's monster of the 2017 Justice League movie. But here we are with his original 4-hour Justice League movie, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and this isn't a movie that I was super, I wasn't really petitioning for this movie. I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder's other DC movies. I mean, I enjoy Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, but I mean, I think they're just okay. They're fine. They're not for me specifically. There's some stuff I like, but overall, they're not my favorites by any means. But I definitely came into this movie excited to see how different it'd be from the other one. I last rewatched Justice League about a year ago, a little less. But I was very curious and interested to see what this movie was like, how different it would be. And I have to say, I was not disappointed by Zack Snyder's Justice League in any way, shape, or form. Just to be completely blunt, it was absolutely fantastic. I can't believe anyone at Warner Bros. Thought that the 2017... I mean, I thought that version was decent at best, maybe mediocre. I didn't think it was awful, but this version is superior in just almost every way, maybe even every way. It is totally fantastic, and I'm very excited to jump into my review right now with, starting off as normal with the negatives. There's not a lot of negatives I have with this movie. I think the one blunt negative I have with it is Amber Heard's appearance as Mara. She doesn't really fit into the story. And then also the fact that just everything about her appearance... Oh, by the way, for this review, I'll be talking spoilers that we already saw in the original 2017 Justice League, as well as spoilers for anything you saw in the trailer. But I won't talk about any individual spoilers for the actual movie. Just putting that out there. So, first off, Amber Heard appears as Mara, and she just didn't fit at all in the movie, and about everything with her appearance conflicted with Aquaman, and kind of helped make sure, this movie isn't canon, because she suddenly has a British accent. She suddenly has a British accent that she didn't have in Aquaman. A bunch of things she says in the dialogue directly goes against things we see in Aquaman. And it's just, this is the one major canon-breaking thing, everything about her appearance. So it's my only negative with the movie. There are a few things I'm mixed on. First off, the 4:3 aspect ratio was kind of weird. I mean, I understand for creative integrity, and I guess it does give us more, upwards-wise. But still, for someone who watches on, a wider TV, it was kind of jarring, at least early on. I got used to it, and I didn't hate it, but it wasn't something I absolutely loved. And also, the epilogue, I have a few issues with this, because overall, the epilogue, I liked it. I thought it was good, but it went very long. There were a lot of scenes in the epilogue, in this, 15-minute epilogue, where it's okay, I felt like that scene could have been the end, but it wasn't, and then I feel like that next scene could have been the end, but it wasn't. I feel like this third scene could have been the end, but it wasn't. It went on like that for, the whole 15 minutes. And then, also, it was heavily marketed that Zack Snyder shot a few new scenes for this epilogue. And for those new scenes, the visual effects aren't very good, because they're generally moments where you can tell, okay, they needed these actors for these new scenes, but you couldn't get them. So there's kind of weird CGI face version of these characters. That's not great. And then also, it was reported that Jared Leto would be reprising his role as Joker for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and that scene appears in these new reshot scenes in the epilogue. And I'll say that the whole scene surrounding him I thought was good, but Jared Leto's performance as Joker is just something I'm so mixed on. It was so just awkward and weird, and it pales amazingly in comparison to people like Mark Hamill, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix. Jared Leto doesn't get everything close. He's crazy, but in all the wrong ways, and it just kind of comes off as weird and awkward. So, all the dialogue and the whole scene he was in, I really liked. Just Jared Leto as Joker is just still kind of for me. And then, although I do feel like his appearance in this was better than his one in Suicide Squad. But finally, on to the positives. First off, I was not bugged by the 4-hour length at all. I feel like every scene, it just gave us more time to kind of get to know the heroes and kind of grow attached to them and see them bond, and that made the finale and end of the movie all more impactful. Every hero worked well. Ben Affleck's Batman was pretty great. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Henry Cavill and Jason Momoa. They all did great. They all made the characters likable. They all had new good scenes. And they all interacted well. But I will say the two standouts of the main Justice League for this movie were Ezra Miller as the Flash and Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Ray Fisher as Cyborg was someone I didn't like too much in the original version. He just wasn't that interesting. But in this one, we kind of see a lot more of his backstory. We see kind of how he does have a heart. We see how he fits into the Justice League. He has some good banter with the rest of the team. And he was kind of the heart of the movie with his relationship with his father, and also kind of a little ending narration near the end. So overall, Ray Fisher's Cyborg is a character who I really liked, and I'd be happy to see more of in DC's future. Then Ezra Miller as the Flash, I thought he was okay in the 2017 Justice League, but he did amazing here. Less as kind of this goofy speedster kid, is someone who he's definitely the funniest member. He's a lot more lighthearted, but he has a lot of really serious moments, a lot of moments where he kind of steps up to take responsibility. And I'm not going to say anything about it, but near the end of the movie, he has one of the coolest Flash moments ever put to screen, including the entire TV show, and a moment that was just awesome. So Ezra Miller's The Flash this movie just makes me infinitely more hyped for the Flash movie coming out next year. So I love the whole team. I thought Steppenwolf was massively improved. His design was better, his voice was better. We even got to know a little more of why he was doing what he's doing. And overall, I just felt this movie did a better job of explaining what Steppenwolf was doing, why he was doing it, who he's listening to, what the thing is with the mother boxes. Just because of the more runtime, I had a better understanding of what was going on. And then finally, I thought this movie's action scenes were absolutely amazing. Whether it was the final fight, the section in the middle, I just thought that the action was just massively stepped up with Zack Snyder style, with a lot of the slow motion scenes. A scene I especially loved was whether it was kind of Superman beating up the Justice League as seen in 2017's Justice League, kind of showing Superman's power. Or one thing I liked a lot more than I thought I would was the fight on Stryker's Island, which is really great. And then all the action is great. The final battle just looks so much better. The whole movie looks pretty much amazing, aside from some CGI in the epilogue. But the final battle just looks so much better than it did in Justice League without the red filter over it. And then one final praise I gotta give to this movie is the amazing music by Tom Holkenberg, I think his name is. He created a great new original score for the Justice League, but also he brought back some of Hans Zimmer's music, like the Man of Steel theme for Superman and Wonder Woman's theme for Wonder Woman. And I generally thought the music was great. It really heightened the emotion of the movie. And overall, this is just an amazing example of why directors should be able to get full creative control of their movies. It has action, it has heart, it has laughs. It's very good looking, and it just is infinitely times better than the original, aside from a few minor issues I have with it. So I would give Zack Snyder's Justice League a 9.5 out of 10. I really loved it. I recommend everyone check it out. Don't let the runtime intimidate you. But I hope to see you later. I'll see you coming soon for Falcon Winter Soldier and Cherry reviews. See you later. Bye-bye.